In this video, I'll be showing you how to work the crochet cast on, which is a type of cast on where you can work the initial chain. So as you can see right here, this initial chain at the same time that you work on the cast on stitches. So this is great because you can work the stitches as you go and you don't have to create that super long chain and then go back and work in the back bumps of that chain. And so to do this, you'll obviously be needing a Tunisian crochet hook. So I have mine here. Mine is a 5mm hook, but this will work for any size of Tunisian crochet hook. And you also need an additional crochet hook. This can be regular or Tunisian, but you want it to be of a similar size to your Tunisian crochet hook that you'll be casting the stitches onto. So for me, I'm just using this extra 5.5mm crochet hook that I have, and like I said, my Tunisian crochet hook is a 5mm, so I think that that's close enough. I think probably 1mm greater or smaller than your Tunisian crochet hook should be more than okay. And obviously you'll need yarn. Right now I'm just using some spare bulky weight wool yarn that I have, but again, this works for any size yarn and any size hook. If you're just getting into it, I do recommend that you use a slightly thicker yarn, so DK, worsted, or higher bulky weight yarn, because this technique can be a little bit finicky since you do need both hands. But without further ado, keep on watching to find out how to work the crochet cast on. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to use my yarn and I'm just going to work a slip knot, and I'm going to place it on my Tunisian hook. Now I'm going to position my hook so that it's vertical like this, and I'm right-handed, so I'm going to have my working yarn on my left side like I always do when I'm crocheting, but obviously if you're left-handed you'll probably want to do the opposite of what I'm doing. So now I'm going to grab my regular crochet hook. For me it's this wooden one, and again my Tunisian crochet hook will be this long blue hook. And what I want to do for my first cast on stitch is I want to actually go ahead and insert my regular crochet hook into my slip knot on my Tunisian crochet hook. So I've just gone ahead and inserted it from right to left at the bottom of my Tunisian crochet hook right there. So again, this is for my first cast on stitch. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my working yarn and I'm going to yarn over with my regular crochet hook and pull through one. So I'm pulling through that first loop that was on my Tunisian crochet hook. Now to finish this first cast on stitch, I'm going to take my working yarn and with my regular crochet hook I'm going to yarn over and pull through one. So this loop right here, the second loop on my Tunisian crochet hook, that's my first cast on stitch, and that's the only one that's going to be different from all of your other cast on stitches. From now on, they'll all be repeated the same way, so I'm going to go ahead and show you. So right now, I have my working yarn here in the front, so by that I mean on top of my Tunisian crochet hook, and I actually want it to be behind my Tunisian crochet hook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my working yarn and I'm going to go up and behind my Tunisian crochet hook. So if you saw, I didn't do anything with my regular one. I just placed it behind my Tunisian hook. And now I'm ready to work my next cast on stitch. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my regular crochet hook and I'm going to yarn over with my working yarn and pull through the loop on my hook. And that's my second cast on stitch. All right, let's do that again. So right now I have my working yarn in the front and I want to have it behind my Tunisian crochet hook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my working yarn and I'm going to place it up and around my Tunisian crochet hook so that it sits behind my Tunisian crochet hook. And now with my regular crochet hook, I'm going to yarn over with my working yarn and pull through the loop already on my hook, just like this. All right, let's do that a couple more times. So I'm going to take my working yarn, I'm going to place it behind my Tunisian crochet hook, and then with my regular crochet hook I want to yarn over and pull through. Alright, one more time. Let's take my working yarn, place it behind the Tunisian crochet hook, and with my regular crochet hook I can yarn over and pull through. And that's it. You can just continue working like this, adding cast on stitches just like this, and you're gonna keep working until you have one less stitch than the number that you want to reach. So for example, let's say that you want to have 12 cast on stitches like this. You're gonna keep going until you count 11 loops on your hook, right? So I just picked 12 as a random number, but obviously it depends on however many you want. So just stop until you have one less stitch than the total number that you want. And the way you're going to finish this off is you're going to place the loop that's on your regular crochet hook, and without bringing your working yarn to the back, just leave it here in the front. You're just going to transfer that loop from your regular crochet hook to your Tunisian crochet hook like this, and you can slide your regular crochet hook out and just pull your working yarn to tighten up that loop. And now, as you can see, we have casted on all of those stitches, and at the same time we've worked that chain at the bottom. So now you can go ahead and work a regular return pass with the stitches that you have cast on, and you can keep working in whatever Tunisian crochet stitch that you would like. So the real benefit of this technique is that, like I've mentioned before, you work the initial chain and the cast on stitches at the same time, so you don't have to work that super long chain and then go back and work into the back bumps of each chain. Instead, you can work it at the same time, so I think that kind of is a time saver, and it also allows you to see how long your work is getting without creating that initial chain. So if you like this video, please give me a like and comment down below what other tutorials you'd like to see from me. Thanks so much for watching.